Hey tubers, Bar 49ers Corner coming at you with the weekly mail day. Got a whole bunch of stuff in just today, so got a sweet video. Try to stay organized throughout. I got crap all over the place because I'm trying to put together a January sub. Just going to try to do one giant one this month and not worry about it for the rest of the spring probably. So I'm already up to 120 cards and I'm going to probably add just a couple more to it. You know, because why do 2 months worth and pay an extra $40 for shipping or something like that? Just throw it into one giant one. So I got some other random cards in that I already put away or put in the submission box or something like that. So I don't have everything readily available, but got most of the stuff. Random pickup, min bid for the win, Mark Brunell. Doesn't go to any significant set. I'm a fan of his though. Except he does belong to the Pro Bowl MVP set. But kind of a cool guy, and $3. Why not? Picked this one up for a good price. The 86 Reggie in a 9. Theoretically, he's the last one I needed for the 80s decade team. I still got a couple to go, but I had all the graded cards in there at PSA right now getting graded. So I'm sure I'll have to do some upgrades, but all the cards will be there. Real excited about this pickup. Marvin Harrison rookie. Had to pick this up off of 4 Sharp. Had a good price on it for a while. I was watching it, and I think he's going to get in the haul this year. He's got the great numbers like a lot of guys do as far as catches and receptions. I give him that, but he's got more Pro Bowls than most of them, and he's got the touchdowns. I was just looking at it the other day because, you know, what's the difference between a Reggie Wayne and this guy? The answer to that is over 45 touchdowns. So they've got pretty similar numbers outside of that, but 45 touchdowns. Anybody with 128 touchdown receptions is probably going to get in the haul. So 9 Pro Bowls as well. So pretty excited about that. It is a 4 Sharp Corners 10, and I'll get into that one in a minute too. But you can kind of, if you see the top line there, there's just some. It doesn't really affect the red, but you could tell there's some roughage there that I don't think any of us would have gotten a 10 on. But still love the card and still really happy to get it. 2 random 10s. I got the Warren Moon basic set going, and these were like, one was $4 and one was $5. So I got the 91 and the 87 for Warren Moon. A couple of Hall of Famers on the cheap. Got the Jackie Slater. You can get this Hall of Fame rookie and a 9 for $7. Why not? The Dwight Stevenson. Got the Jim Langer from 73 and a PSA 9. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer too. It's for the MVP set. Rich Gannon, 90 Pro set and a 10. Let's see that one for a second. I picked this one up. I'm trying to get it added to a set. This is a 90 or 89 Simon Fletcher from Supplemental. Doing the all-time sack leader set, and I looked up the stats on all those guys. Just kind of, you know, I like the history part of it too, so I kind of get into it. And all right, what's the number of sacks that is required to kind of get in? Even though I know it's done by poll and everything like that, you know. You shouldn't be, you know, there shouldn't be guys that have a lower amount of sacks and a guy that's got higher that's not in the set type of thing. So I was doing the math, and the set was accurate, except for this guy. They had two guys in the set that had 97.5 career sacks. This guy's got 97.5 career sacks and isn't in the set. He's Denver's all-time leading sacker. I guess he's just not getting any love because he's not an all-time Broncos set either. Picked up an 84 Gary Plummer. This goes to basically a Super Bowl 29 set I got going for the rookies of the starters of that Super Bowl year for us. And I picked this one up. I got the Eric Allen. Always been a big fan of him. I think he'll be in the Hall someday, to be honest with you. But he's also on the all-time interceptions set or whatever. But you can see it from right here. You can see top center. There's a big white whatever, right? There is no way one of us would have gotten a 10 on this. And it's like an extra piece of paper or something. I don't know if it's... It doesn't look really like the purple's peeled back. It looks like that piece would belong to the card above it, and it's just kind of folded down. But, you know, none of us would have gotten a 10 on that. And it's not really that... It's not perfectly centered top to bottom. Sorry about the glare there, but its bottom is smaller. 4 sharp 10 for the win, but it's a $5 card, so I can't complain. Real happy about these two. Pop 2 on one and pop 1 on the other. Was not expecting to pick them up by any means. Wasn't expecting to spend that money. Sometimes they just list some stuff and you got to go for it, especially that random stuff that you just ain't going to see again. So, from the '89 franchise game, Roger Craig. Pop a 2, PSA 10. The Charles Haley. Pop of 1 and a PSA 10. I've got the Rice in a 9, which is super low pop. I think there's only one higher. I've got the Montana Raw. But again, it's a giant card, so it's more expensive to get graded. So I've just got a bunch of giant cards that I haven't graded before. And I got a bunch of Raws here. I made a sweet deal off a guy on the 49ers Collector page. I got to hit him back because he was probably a little too sweet in this deal. Also I picked up this one. Jimmy Ward from Contenders because I love Contenders autos, but that leads into what I got off of this guy. I got the Chris Borland off of him. These are going to go get subbed now because they all look good to go. Got the Shane Scove, so I only need 2 more from that one. One's an Ellington, which is going really high for some reason. People are just assuming it's an SP, I think. But I've seen a bunch of them. And then Carlos Hyde, who hasn't signed yet, so the redemption. I'll wait for people to get in. But also got a ton of Jerry Rice's off of them. Some pretty sweet ones too. But like I said, got a great deal, a phenomenal deal to be honest with you on the group of them here. So this one's a real sweet here. Love those mid-90s inserts. I gotta look into this one. I've got this. This is the regular one. I have 2 of the promo card versions of this, and I don't know if the earring was supposed to be smaller, if this earring is smashed, or what. Because the earrings I have on the promo ones were bigger. But pretty cool. I got the finest with the thing that's still on there, the coating. Playoff collection there. Another playoff. Playoffs are super hard. Just some really neat stuff here. Goat is always for the win. This one's see-through. Pretty cool there. Some of these I had, not most of them I didn't, but some of them I had, and I just knew in the picture that they might have been higher grade than the ones I had. Really like this one. Offense Inc. I needed a 94 tops. This might get me a 9, so I might sub that just for a placeholder. For the life of me, I'm not seeing a 10 Jerry Rice for 94 tops ever, because I would pay good money for it. Another cool one here. There's a Rice. Like I said, this stack keeps going. I think I had this one, but those are tough and high grades too. There's a Rice with a Steve Young in the bottom corner there. This one, I have it, but this one looks like it's in much better condition than the one I had because I just looked at it last night. So I'm subbing a couple of Rices this time around, and I'll probably add to it with this. Love the dad cuts. Those are hard to come by. Definitely didn't have this one. Topps Chrome inserts from the 90s are tough. And again, he was super generous with this. And then all of these are in top loaders in a team bag each, which is real cool. Red Siege 95 score. Pretty excited about that one. Another die cut. 91 Bowman. Got this one in the 10, but still like it. And last but not least, the goat there. So, big old pile there. Much appreciated, Jake. Yeah, And yeah, that's my mail day. So thanks for watching. Super Bowl. I don't know. If you'd have told me it was the Seahawks and the Patriots at the beginning of the year, I might have just, I don't know, asked my colonel to deploy me and skip out on the year or something like that. It's kind of like the worst thing I could think of. But it is what it is. I am going to root for Seattle. Not a whole lot, but I'm rooting for him because I don't like Tom Brady. So, suck it, Tom. Later, guys.